I'm Adriel Hepburn, and this is your Adventist News, a service of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. Coming up in the news, former IAD president gives instruction to church leaders, Bahamas Academy runs for a cause, communication teams sharpen skills to enhance worship, and visiting choir holds benefit concert. These stories and more on this week's Adventist News. I'm Adriel Hepburn. Thanks for joining us for your Adventist News. Elder Israel Leto, past immediate president of the Inter-American Division, was in the Bahamas last week to carry out training for the executive committee members of the South Bahamas Conference. The leaders were enlightened on the makeup of the church and were told that even though the composition of the Seventh-day Adventist Church is complex, its mission is simple, and that is to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ to all the world. Committee members were given the opportunity to ask questions and gain clarity on policies of the church, and consequently committed themselves to transparency, honesty, and fairness in service to the church and for the cause of God. Sunday, March 31st, ushered in the grand climax to Bahamas Academy's anti-bullying campaign held in the month of March. Over 200 students, parents, alumni, and fitness enthusiasts met during the wee hours of the morning at the Marshall Road campus to make history by participating in the institution's inaugural Color Fun Run Walk. The event marked an unforgettable experience as participants moved along the 8K route as they were splashed with colored powder. Special commendations are extended to the participants of the race, especially Adrian Scavella, a parent who came in first place, Ryan Haven, a Bahamas Academy student, second place, Christopher Hanna, a parent who placed third, followed by Tamika Roberts, and an alumnus came in next and was first in the females. The administration, teachers, students, and parents are in anticipation of next year's anti-bullying campaign, and they encourage you to take a stand against bullying in your everyday lives. The overall objective of the Communications Department of the South Bahamas Conference is to engage our public through media. Laverne Stirrup, Communication Director for our conference, said that in order to make this tool an effective way of spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ to the world, training must take place. Recently, a workshop was held on the Easy Worship software, which is used to efficiently disseminate information in our churches. Representatives from churches within the conference were given first-hand access to information on the installation, operation, and troubleshooting associated with the program. John Garcia, Information Technology and Media Coordinator for the Atlantic Caribbean Union of Seventh-day Adventists, was guest presenter. The teams participated in the practical session and were given the opportunity to ask questions and gain insight on best practices for the smooth operation in the worship service. At the end of the 3.5-hour session, the teams were certified and equipped in this area of ministry. Media teams can look forward to training in the near future in the areas of photography and on the digital mixer. The Sabbath School Department of the South Bahamas Conference held its first training for teachers in that sector of the church. Under the leadership of Pastor Leonardo Ramming, Sabbath School Director for the conference, and Jennifer Kerr, Sabbath School Director for the Atlantic Caribbean Union, teachers were guided through a process intended to uplift, motivate, and inspire. Topics discussed were objectives and outcomes of Sabbath School teaching, holding the key, the teacher's role in true perspective, modeling the master teacher, and essentials of Sabbath School teaching. It is anticipated that the Sabbath School Department will experience a revitalization of the action units, thus making the Sabbath School experience more meaningful to the church member. When we come back, we'll have more on the upcoming events in our conference.
Be empowered, learn the fundamentals of leadership, know what is expected of you as a leader in God's church. It's time to soar. South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventist Ministerial Department presents Solutions to Obstacles Adventist Retreat. The summit begins Friday evening, April 12th at 7 p.m. at the National Training Agency, Gladstone Road, Nassau, Bahamas. Special guest presenter will be Dr. Gordon Jones of Houston, Texas. Other presenters include Pastor Michael Smith, Dr. John Carey, Audley Mitchell, and more. Registration is $50.
Welcome back to your Adventist News. The youth department of our conference will be hosting the Agape Feast this Friday, April 5th at 8 p.m. at the H.G. Colburn Gym on the campus of the Forum Bahamas Academy on Wolf Road. This quarterly Adventist youth service is a joint service that will be in the form of a communion service for our youth under the theme Forgiven. All youth are asked to attend and to wear the color red. The youth and children from our local churches will be in outreach in their communities on the afternoon of Saturday, April 6th from 5:30 p.m. until. The objective of Mission Transform 242 is to take the Adventist youth program for that day to the home of a missing youth or member. All youth and children are asked to wear blue Global Youth and Children's Day shirts. A number of our churches in the South Bahamas Conference will be celebrating anniversaries this month. The Bethany Seventh Adventist Church will be celebrating the 22nd anniversary on April 13, 2019 under the theme Lest We Forget. The Hillview Church is celebrating 30 years of ministry, and they are doing it in grand style. Among the events being held from April 20th to the 28th is an all-day celebration on the 27th with Pastor Wintley Phipps. Pastor Phipps will speak on the 27th of April, and a concert will be held at 5:30 p.m. at the church, and will end their celebrations with a gala banquet on the 28th at the British Colonial Hilton. The Living Faith Church will be hosting a visiting group of young people who will be having a special concert at the church on Old Trail Road. We spoke to the pastor of the church, Craig Williams, who told us more on this event.
Georgia Cumberland Academy Choir will be here on a missionary experience, and we will be featuring them at the concert. So it's a great opportunity to see a international choir, almost like a youth choir, to come and to perform here in the church.
When the church's special building project is completed, Pastor Williams said it will provide a unique ministry to their community.
We are really trying to outfit the building to meet the needs, the total needs of the community. We are trying to meet the spiritual needs. We are trying to meet the educational needs. We're trying to meet the welfare needs of the community.
Also ministering at this special concert will be soloist Stacey Campbell Marshall, along with others, so be sure to support the Living Faith Church. As the Seventh-day Adventist Church continues to find new ways to minister to a changing world, it's important for its leaders to come aside and evaluate how effective our methods are with regard to fulfilling the Gospel Commission. To this end, the Ministerial Department of the South Bahamas Conference will host a special training program for all church leaders April 12th through 14th, 2019 at the National Training Agency on Gladstone Road. This gathering is designed to give all the attendees the opportunity to participate in relevant workshops, share in meaningful discussions, and review specific training in specific areas of service to the church. Guest presenter for the plenary session will be Dr. Gordon Jones. For more information on these events and more, visit the conference website at southbahamasconference.org, where you can view the news as well as other programming, view the weekly logos, or feel free to call our headquarters at 242-341-4021.
The sinuses are a connected system of cavities in the skull. There are 4 parts of the sinuses: the frontal, which is found in the forehead just above the eyebrows; the ethmoid, which is found in the bridge of the nose; maxillary, which is found in the cheekbones; and the sphenoid, which is found near the optic nerve and the pituitary gland. Sinusitis is caused as a result of inflammation or swelling of the tissue in the lining of the sinuses. Healthy sinuses are filled with air. When they become blocked and filled with fluid, this acts as a breeding ground for germs, which can cause an infection. Symptoms include facial pressure or pain, nasal discharge, nasal congestion, runny nose, fatigue, and mucus draining from the nose or back of the throat. Treatment includes using a humidifier or vaporizer, breathing in steam from a warm pot, drinking lots of water to help thin out the mucus, placing a warm towel on your face, and avoiding chlorinated pools because this can irritate your nasal passages. Put your best breath forward by taking care of your sinuses. This has been Parisha Ferguson with your health tip, courtesy of Adventist Television. And remember, God wants us to prosper and be in good health.
Let's go now to the Adventist News Network for our news feature from around the world.
Recently, we brought you news about the damage Cyclone Idai caused in southern Africa.
Today we hear from Malawi and what church members, along with the Adventist Development Relief Agency in Malawi, are doing to help their communities recover.
The Southern African Indian Ocean Division sent this report.
As survivors of Cyclone Idai come to terms with the loss of their loved ones and their property, it is clear that the damage done to the survivors left sad memories for some time to come. ADRA Malawi, working hand in glove with the church members, have been very instrumental in putting together resources to assist the affected families. Thousands of families have been displaced by Cyclone Idai that swept across southern Africa, leaving a trail of destruction in Malawi, Mozambique, and Zimbabwe. In Malawi, the locals are counting their loss each day as they come to terms with the reality that most of their property was swept away by the floods. With ADRA Malawi on the ground, the community have found a relief, and ADRA is happy that they can be the feet and hands of Jesus.
Palombe has been heavily affected. In this area, more than 500 families lost their lives. The cyclone hit this area hard because this is where two rivers meet. As ADRA, we are here to assist all the cyclone victims. We are waiting for the water to subside so that construction can begin and the school can also be reopened.
And as for the recipients, they are grateful that ADRA came in the hour of need.
We really thank ADRA for the generous gift they gave us as families. We didn't know where to start from after the cyclone hit us. All our property was swept away by the floods.
We are also asking for more donors to come in and assist. Our greatest need right now is food. All our harvest was swept away by the floods, but we are thankful with what ADRA Malawi has done for us.
As the headman of this vast area in Palombe, I would like to thank all the donors who came to assist us, because we have been, devastated by this cyclone Idai. We did not expect, our homes to be flooded like this. Thank you all. As the community come to grips with the reality, the destruction and the magnitude of Cyclone Idai is yet to be measured, as many people are still missing. As for the survivors, the major challenge now is for food and shelter.
That's it for our Adventist news from the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. We thank you for sharing your news stories and upcoming events with us, and we encourage you to continue by emailing them to sbcadventistnews@gmail.com or by calling our media department at 242-341-4021. For rebroadcast of the Adventist news, please visit the conference website, southbahamasconference.org, or on our Facebook page. On behalf of our production team of Adventist Television Channel 658, thank you for watching this week's news broadcast. I'm Adriel Hepburn for the SBC Media Network. Have a happy Sabbath.
Get ready for summer fun in Jamni Kingdom. At this Vacation Bible School, kids will have fun learning how we are all a part of God's big family while exploring an African savanna and making friends. Begin and end each day at VBS with songs, skits, and Bible pals at Indava Place. Discover a new Bible story each day at Habari Hut. And connect with God through prayer at Ekpere Experience. Play energetic games that reinforce each day's Bible lesson at Furaha Field. Enjoy healthy snacks that taste great at Mapera Meza. Show your creative side by making crafts at Sanaa Site. Kids will love all this and more at Jamil Kingdom VBS.